Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I have a lot to say, and I got the so aggressively ordinary information for you today. Please stay tuned until the very end, as we will be discussing the significance of today and what is happening. And what does the denial of the SEC appeal mean? The XRP community seems to have recently been the beneficiary of a string of fortunate events. And I anticipate that the tide will continue to rise in our favor. But what I have to say today is that I have identified what I think is the best purchasing opportunity in the cryptocurrency market at the moment. And I think this moment of entry is monumental. I haven't seen a better crypto, lower barrier to access, or cutting-edge technology than this one. You could think of it as the perfect storm for cryptocurrency investors. Nonetheless, I believe that the present entry position that it is at right now indicates that now is an excellent opportunity to buy, regardless of what may happen in the future. And you need it right this second. For this reason, I have included my one and only fan in the description of this particular coin. And today, it's up 10% from yesterday. And what I take to be the early phases of life in the charts, before they take off again. I really hope you guys get to experience that. Because next year, when you look back on this crypto, you'll say, man, I was right. The goal of this group is to build wealth that will last for many generations. Now that the SEC's appeal has been turned down, I believe that this is one of those postings that will get you guys onto the day's material. It's time for the SEC and Ripple to have meaningful settlement talks. For the record, ladies and gentlemen, it is completely absurd and nonsensical that the SEC and Ripple have not yet reached a settlement. But Gary doesn't operate in a logical manner. But now that he's attempting to hold on to as much authority as possible and is showing signs of weakness in court, I think a settlement is actually possible. We're technically not finished yet, but everyone here needs to know what comes after this illegal process. But I can assure you that we already have 95% of the victory in hand. The remaining steps are merely formalities. All the way to the finish line, we should be exuding supreme confidence in our big, manageable bulls. Gary, can you see what everyone else can't? Gary? Gary, we did try to warn you. You should withdraw the case you filed here. It was a gift from your family. However, you decided to engage in combat. You didn't even get going, and now we're going to make an example out of you. Read what Fred Rispoli has to say. Next up, we have this XRP scenario and the subsequent stages. He questions what the future holds for the XRP community after the upcoming Ripple trial in April 2020, which will last at least 8 weeks. Pre-trial proceedings against the SEC will be submitted in December 2023, with judgments coming in early 2024. Both sides are expected to file lengthy post-trial motions after the trial concludes. A few months are needed for these. Briefing purposes only, expected completion date is September 2024. The briefing process for the Second Circuit Court of Appeals is expected to last until February 2025 at the earliest. A ruling from the Second Circuit might take up to a year. Therefore, a decision by the Supreme Court, assuming it accepts review, would not come until at least February 2027. However, the fact remains that XRP will not be considered a security under local law until at least February 2026. This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Either a settlement will be reached, or at the very least, the cloud of legal ambiguity over the cryptocurrency market will be lifted. And that's fantastic news indeed. Every member of the XRP community has every reason to be ecstatic about what has just taken place. Also, I just can't emphasize it enough. Now that we know how much of a stranglehold the SEC has had in the United States, it's important to keep in mind that Ripple is a global business. And XRP is a currency that can be traded internationally. You could even consider it a valuable asset in the galaxy. Brad Garlinghouse sent out this statement praising the Red Bull crew. And in just 4 months after gaining their significant in principle permission from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, we've already received the entire major payment institution license for digital payment token services in Singapore. As you can see, Ripple is gaining traction all across the world, from Southeast Asia to the Middle East to Switzerland to Dubai to London to Japan to South America. The United States is the lone holdout. Believe me when I claim that the first Ripple rattled the foundations of the earth. It appears to me that the period between now and November 2023 is the most crucial one for the widespread implementation of all the technologies we've been discussing here. Years have passed. Everything is leading up to a single, monumental revelation. I can't overstate the significance of this moment in our lives. I'm aware that we've had several disastrous dates over the years. But listen up and be patient, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm asking of you right now. The time for widespread adoption has arrived. The law is now quite clear. The time has come to start dealing with the problem-reaction-solution cycle. When it comes to finances, XRP is a game-changer. And I want you to project an air of assurance as you charge toward the finish line. To wrap up today's video, I wanted to mention that an online emergency alert system was in operation today. But what I'd want to do is show you all a short clip in which the topic is briefly addressed. And do let me know in the feedback section. So, what do you make of it? Is a black swan occurrence likely to occur in the near future? Or, perhaps you find it absurd to consider a black swan and XRP adoption to occur within the same time frame. I can't wait to hear everyone's opinions. I don't think any of you understand how I feel about this. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.